Hello everyone, welcome to the Geopolitics, your one-stop channel for news on international affairs and strategic issues in English. We are focused on UPSC GS Mains Paper 2, Political Science and IR optional, and all of you must have seen the rise of international affairs and strategic issues related questions in UPSC prelims. Apart from UPSC, we are also focused on defense exams, whether it is written examination of NDA, CDS or CAPF or their SSV interviews, group discussions, lecturate. So these videos can be relevant for those aspirants too. For all this, we provide relevant, to the point, knowledgeable, quality content with free PDF and PPT to help you in a quick revision. So please join the Geopolitics YouTube channel and our social media links. With that message, let's start our today's topic. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hosted first ever India Central Asia Summit virtually. The summit was attended by presidents of Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan. So what are key points of the summit? What are outcomes? What are areas where India and Central Asia are together? What are challenges? Little bit context of India-Central Asia relation, a conclusion and a way forward we will discuss in this video. But before that, if you haven't subscribed our channel or you are first time viewer, please subscribe our channel, like the video and feel free to comment your experience. These likes, comments and your subscriptions are only motivation we have to bring such quality content for you. So please subscribe and like the video. Alright. Hoping that you have subscribed, let's first talk about Central Asia as a region and where it is on world map. So geographically, Central Asia is a region in Asia which stretches from Caspian Sea in west to China and Mongolia in the east, Afghanistan and Iran in the south and Russia in the north. Central Asia is a group of 5 countries. These 5 countries are Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan and Uzbekistan. All these 5 nations became independent states after collapse of USSR in 1991. So now, after knowing about Central Asia, let's see India-Central Asia relation. So India and Central Asia has a long shared deep cultural linkages with each other by people to people, trade and commerce. The trade and cultural linkages can be traced even back to the Indus Valley civilization. But in the modern times, in 1947, when India was partitioned, and Pakistan illegally captured Pakistan-occupied Kashmir and Gilgit-Baltistan area, India's geographical connectivity to Central Asia got cut off. This means for trade, either India has to be dependent on Pakistan and Afghanistan or bypass them through Iran. Pakistan never allowed India to get trade through its land due to geopolitical reasons, and that's why Indian goods become less competitive in Central Asian market. Despite all the disadvantages, India's relation with Soviet Union in the era of Cold War ensured that India and Central Asia has diplomatic linkages. In 1991, when USSR collapsed and these 5 new republics were born, India was only non-communist country who already had its embassy in these countries. So India was already ahead of many other countries. So now if we see why Central Asia is important for India, then let's first see geostrategic reasons. So our first reason is geography. Central Asia is between Europe and Asia, and thus it can be useful for investment, transit and trade. If we see the second reason, then it is due to connectivity, as Central Asia can help India to reach up to the Russia, Europe and other markets. If we see the geo-economic reasons, then Central Asia is very rich with crude oil, natural gas, gold, copper, aluminium and iron. All these things are very much requirement of India. Moving forward, if we see the security importance, then for India, Central Asia is near to Pakistan and Afghanistan. So it can help India in tackling terrorism, narcotics trafficking, arms smuggling, religious extremism and other concerns of India's security establishment. If we see all around India-Central Asia relationship, then we will find some of the core areas where India and Central Asia are cooperating. For example, energy. Central Asia has abundant energy resources. Kazakhstan supply nuclear fuel to India since 2010. Tapi natural gas pipeline between Turkmenistan, Afghanistan, Pakistan and India is a project to connect India and Central Asia for natural gas. Sadly, this project is stuck in geopolitical tangles, but beyond this, onshore and offshore hydrocarbon fields in Caspian Sea can help it to quench its thirst of energy. If we talk about security and defense, then India considers Central Asia as its extended neighborhood. India and Central Asia both are against terrorism, religious extremism, narcotics and both wants peace in Afghanistan. India conducts 2 exercises with 2 Central Asian countries like Khanzar with India and Kyrgyzstan and Kazind with Kazakhstan and India. Recently, India also joined SCO. Thus, India, through this platform, can play an active role in Central Asian regions and Afghanistan, as well as it can help India in promoting its trade. Lastly, if we see after SCO, India also wants to become member of Eurasian Economic Union (EEU), so that this partnership between Central Asia and India can become more fruitful. Lastly, if we see the soft power, then one thing which differ other countries and India is people to people connect. Indian cultural diversity, festivals, Bollywood and other aspects of Indian culture are very popular in Central Asian countries. Beyond this, many students from Central Asia every year visited India for higher studies. If we add some other topics, then if we talk about connectivity, so it is most challenging part between India and Central Asia relations. India is working with Iran on INSTC, International North-South Transport Corridor. It is a multimodal network of ship, railway and road between India, Iran, Afghanistan, Armenia, Azerbaijan, Central Asia, Russia and Europe. In 2018, India became member of Ashgabat Agreement so that it gets connectivity to Central Asia via Chabahar port. If you want to know more about INSTC and Chabahar port, then you can watch my this video, the link is in description. So now, after looking aspects of India and Central Asia relations, if we now talk about major outcomes of recently held Leaders Summit, then some of the major outcomes are following. First and foremost outcome is institutionalization of summit. It means now every 2 years leaders of these countries will meet. A secretariat for India and Central Asia region will also be established in New Delhi. India and Central Asia decided to cooperate on connectivity, defense, development, energy and other aspects. On Afghanistan, both India and Central Asian countries wants peaceful, secure and stable Afghanistan with an inclusive government. India said that it expressed condolence on loss of life and property in recently held protest in Kazakhstan. So after knowing about the outcomes of this summit, if we see what was the importance of this summit, then we will find out that it is very much important in geopolitical terms. It shows India wants to play a big role in Central Asia region. Russia also wants India to balance China in that region. That's why India and Russia can cooperate in the region and thus India can increase and protect its interests in Central Asia. In terms of trade, in 2019, between India and Central Asia, trade was only $1.4 billion. So such leader level summit can help finding new ways to give more and more focus on the trade. In terms of security, on Afghanistan issue, Central Asian countries seems to be with India. Last month, when Pakistan was hosting OIC countries on the issue of Afghanistan, foreign ministers of these Central Asian countries visited New Delhi in person and sent their representatives in Islamabad summit. Thus, this was a significant signal to Pakistan and international community that Central Asian countries wants to align with India on the issue of Afghanistan. Now let's briefly see about India-Central Asia dialogue. It is a foreign minister level dialogue between India and 5 Central Asian countries. All countries except Turkmenistan are also member of SCO. Turkmenistan is not member of SCO. India-Central Asia dialogue focuses on number of issues, including ways to improve connectivity and Afghanistan. Lastly, if we see the way forward, then strong India-Central Asia relationship are not only good for region but for the whole world. India should play with its strengths like culture, people-to-people connectivity, Russian influence in the region and work on to create more robust connectivity with Central Asian countries. It will boost economic ties and again India and Central Asian relationship can achieve the glory which traditionally it enjoyed for the century. With this, it's a wrap of this video. Hoping that you would have learned something, and since you have watched this full video, I urge you to please subscribe our channel, like the video and in comment box please share your experience. I would welcome all type of comment, suggestion, idea, experience in the comment box. So feel free to comment. With this, it's a wrap of this video.
You can get free PDF of this video at our Telegram channel Geopolitics YouTube and our Facebook group Geopolitics YouTube. If you like this video, please consider liking it. Please don't forget to subscribe our channel. We will continue to bring quality content for you. We will meet in our next video. Till then, thank you and have a nice day.